Interim WBC heavyweight champion Dillian Whyte will face off against WBC heavyweight champion Tyson Fury on Saturday night at Wembley Stadium in London in an all-British affair. Let's break it down. Dillian Whyte is 33 years old. He's 6'4" with a 78-inch reach and a record of 28-2 with 19 knockouts. From Port Antonio, Jamaica, Whyte moved to London at the age of 12, where he took up kickboxing as a way to stay off the streets. He went on to become a two-time British kickboxing champion, amassing a record of 20-1 before embarking on a brief amateur career that saw him defeat future heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua. After getting signed by promoter Frank Maloney, who was impressed with his sparring sessions with David Haye and Rampage Jackson, he made his professional debut in May of 2011 with a unanimous decision over Michael Matasuski. He quickly went 16-0 with 13 knockouts before picking up the vacant WBC Silver International title with a third-round left-hook knockout of Brian Minto. In his next fight for the vacant British title, he took on former amateur rival Anthony Joshua, where after an exciting and action-packed fight, he suffered his first loss when he was knocked out cold by a powerful uppercut in round 7. He bounced back 6 months later with a 6-round knockout of Ivica Bocurin, and steadily began working his way back up the rankings with decisions over David Allen, Robert Hellenius, and former WBO champion Joseph Parker, as well as sensational one-punch knockouts over Lucas Brown and Derek Chisora. In July of 2019, he picked up the vacant WBC interim title with a hard-fought decision over the dangerous Oscar Rivas, and after a suspension for an inconclusive drug test, he followed that up with a dominant victory over former title challenger Marius Wach. On August 22, 2020, he took on longtime heavyweight contender Alexander Povetkin, dominating the early rounds with his powerful combinations and scoring 2 knockdowns in the 4th round until he was knocked out cold by a perfectly timed thunderous counter uppercut 30 seconds into the 5th round. After several delays due to Povetkin contracting COVID-19, the two met again in March of 2021, with Whyte evening the score with a savage 4th-round knockout. A highly skilled boxer-puncher, Whyte cuts off the ring well while utilizing a solid jab to set up a devastating body attack and possesses one-punch knockout power in his left hand. Tyson Fury is 33 years old. He's 6'9" with an 85-inch reach and a record of 31-0 with 1 draw and 22 knockouts. From Manchester, England, Fury was born into a boxing family which includes his father, brother, and cousin, former middleweight champion Andy Lee. He began training at 10 years old and quit school by the age of 11, going on to win the 2007 EU Junior Championships and the 2008 English National Championships, but decided not to wait for the 2012 Olympics, opting instead to turn pro on December 6, 2008 with a first-round knockout after amassing an amateur record of 31-4. He won his next 5 in a row all by stoppage before defeating John McDermott on points to win the English heavyweight title. In his 15th fight, he defeated Derek Chisora by unanimous decision to claim the British and Commonwealth titles, and after knocking out former cruiserweight champion Stephen Cunningham, he defeated his old rival Chisora again, this time by 10th round TKO, to win the European heavyweight title. On November 28, 2015, he took on the long-reigning Hall of Fame legend Vladimir Klitschko, frustrating the champion with his size and awkward movement, scoring a unanimous decision to claim the WBA, WBO, and IBF heavyweight titles. However, his success was short-lived as his mental health began to rapidly deteriorate after the fight. He ballooned up to 330 pounds, and after testing positive for cocaine and androlone, he chose to vacate the belts, and the British Boxing Board of Control suspended his license. After 3 years of legal battles to reinstate his license, Fury signed with promoter Frank Warren and returned to the sport in June of 2018 with a 4th-round knockout of Safer Seferi, and later challenged WBC champion Deontay Wilder, outboxing him throughout and surviving 2 knockdowns to come away with a split draw. He followed that up with a quick knockout of Tom Schwartz and then survived a nasty cut over his eye to put a unanimous decision over Otto Whalen. In 2019, he split with former trainer Ben Davison, choosing to train at Detroit's world-famous Kronk Gym under the tutelage of Sugar Hill Stewart, and on February 22, 2020, fought a rematch with Wilder, putting on an absolute masterclass, overwhelming and battering the champion en route to his 7th-round stoppage as Wilder lay helpless on the ropes. On October 9, 2021, the pair concluded their rivalry with an epic clash that ranks among the greatest fights in boxing history, with both men surviving multiple heavy knockdowns as the fight ebbed and flowed until a powerful right cross sent Wilder crashing face first to the canvas as the referee waved off the fight early in round 11. Surprisingly fast and agile for his size, Fury uses his massive frame well, controlling the distance behind his long jab, and locks up his opponents with his arms to stifle their inside attacks. He also possesses excellent head movement and is a master of psychological warfare. Will the brutal body attacks and devastating one-punch power of Whyte be enough to wrest the titles from Fury? Or will the slick boxing and ring IQ of the Gypsy King prove to be too much as he continues to cement his legacy as the greatest heavyweight fighter of his era? Tune in Saturday night and let's find out.